It's time for RiffTrax.
Whoa, I'm a beginner, not Picasso. Explain drawing to me again.
Hey folks, Gene Burns here. Enjoy the hell out of my squares, will you?
Thank you, Gene.
Thanks,
No
Gene.
problem.
Today, you will see how easy it is to draw pictures starting with a square.
Unless you have no
Square
arms,
is a
then
figure
there are
with
some
4
challenges.
equal sides and 4 right angles. You can draw a square any size you wish. Large,
Venti, Grande, Trenta, any standard size.
medium, or small. The drawings which follow are very simple, and you can draw them with a pencil, pen, crayon, chalk, or brush and color.
Hang on, I'm being told that brush and color is not for beginners. Do not use brush and color!
Let's draw a television set using this square to start.
You do have a TV, don't you?
First, draw the screen, which is a rectangle inside the square.
If not, tell your dad to get you a quasar. Brought to you by Quasar.
Now, 4 knobs. They are to control the picture and sound.
Why not tune it in to NBC? Brought to you by NBC, parent company of Quasar.
Bing, bing, bing.
Who's that on the screen?
John Wilkes Booth?
Why, it's little Willie.
How do I know?
And what's he doing? He's catching a baseball.
He's catching it in the face, Kirby Puckett style.
This is a model of the television set we have just drawn. Now watch carefully and see if the drawing looks like the model.
Degas was always pestering people with that same question.
Now we'll draw some building blocks. We will start with a small square.
Wait, this is an advanced square. Get these beginners out of here! The place is gonna blow!
Worse than brush and
then
color.
Draw another square.
Oh, God.
The same size. Right alongside.
Brace your paper tightly with your left hand as though your life depended on it.
And now let's place a third block on top of the other 2. Right in the center.
Then light a clove cigarette, sit back, and wait for the
We
chicks
will
to
now
roll in.
decorate the blocks, which gives you a chance to show your lettering.
You know, I have always wanted a chance to show my lettering. Thank you, really.
Here you go.
Thank you.
The reason the models are shown is that we want you to compare the drawings with them. Watch carefully and you can tell if the drawing is correct.
If you see no similarity between the squares and the blocks, please raise your hand and a helper will escort you to a fun new school.
Hold on for dear life.
Let us draw a square and leave the bottom line out.
So, 3 lines.
Just add a line like this, and you have a chair. This is the chair. Is there anything you can think of that would be easier to draw? 4 lines, and it's a complete picture.
Hell, I'll go farther. It's an actual chair. Go ahead, sit on it. I said sit on it!
A lamp is almost as easy to draw. Start with a large square.
Really large, like bigger than the moon.
This will be the shade. Then a small square.
Then a Hollywood square.
This will be the base.
Maybe Charlie Weaver to block.
And now, let us light the lamp.
Or, to put it simply, draw one side of a square a bunch of times.
Here's a full-frame black square.
Just 2 squares and you have a picture of a lamp. There are lots of pictures you can draw just as easy as this.
Try nude descending a staircase for starters.
Have you ever drawn a checkerboard?
No.
It's not hard.
Yeah, that isn't what was stopping me.
Start with a large square. like this.
Then scribble Mondrian underneath and sell it for $5 million.
There you go.
Then draw 7 lines this way. 1, 2,
And so on.
3, 4, 5,
I said, and so on.
6, 7. And 7 lines this way.
Oh, God.
1,
No.
2, 3, 4,
Couldn't you use a ruler to make the lines
Rulers
straighter?
are for the weak.
6, 7.
Your last column is shaky. Beg forgiveness from your priest.
We will black in every second square starting here. Now jump 1.
And so on.
Jump again.
I said, and so on!
He's not listening. He's just not listening.
Now start on the second line and do the same thing.
Good we're calling this a checkerboard. This short isn't exactly for the chess crowd.
And presto, we have a checkerboard.
Chris Angel, the mind freak, is really phoning it in these days.
You can make a real checkerboard just like this one and play checkers on it. It's easy to do and lots of fun.
Yeah, just don't look at the right side too closely.
Whoa.
Now we will draw a square clock. You know how we'll start that.
Yeah, I do, but I also know that won't stop you from showing us again in real time, you sick, twisted, sadistic. Wow. I'm sorry.
Then a small square inside the large square.
Keep drawing smaller ones until you forget your life lacks any meaning.
A dot for the hands right in the center. Number 12 goes over the top line of the small square.
See the
And
10-part
1
series,
o'clock.
How to Draw Dots and Numbers
2
before
o'clock.
attempting this step.
3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock,
This was considered
7
rocking
o'clock,
around the clock
8
in
o'clock.
Soviet Russia.
9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock.
Ooh, the sinning hour.
Now the minute hand, which is the long hand. And the hour hand, which is the short hand.
There, you've drawn a clock that in no way resembles any actual clock in the real world.
Using a square to start a drawing is like putting up the framework to start a building.
A building that's certain to collapse, maybe, before they're even done building it.
This is a surprise drawing. First, a square.
Oh, wow, I'm going to need to sit down after that surprise.
That was wonderful.
Then add a line like this.
Oh, no, please slow down. This is too much for my heart.
It's getting to me, too.
We won't tell you what this is until later.
Woo.
Now, a circle. It won't be long now.
So brace yourselves for socks on Christmas morning levels of disappointment, kids.
And here he is, Jack in the Box.
Yeah, as imagined by an inmate at San Quentin State Penitentiary.
This completes the lesson. It proves how easy it is to draw pictures starting with a square.
Help! My spring is a disaster!
We have shown you how to draw
I disagree.
a television set, blocks, a chair,
A suicide note.
lamp.
Whoops, how'd that get in there?
a checkerboard, a square clock, and a jack-in-the-box.
This has been Rod Serling's Shade
There are
Gallery.
dozens and dozens of pictures you can draw, starting with a square. Now put on your thinking cap. How many pictures can you draw, starting with a square?
Want to draw this question mark? Too bad, it's round.
Boing.
It's time for RiffTrax.
Copyright by RiffTrax, all rights reserved.